Hello, viewers. Hello, my friends. I hope that you're doing fine. I am doing fine. And welcome to Charities Baba USA #1 channel, where we talk about green card. DV 2023 is here with us. And I know that we are ready because we had been talking about it for the last 3 months. And like I said, you must have a passport, a current passport, and you must have those little photos. Those are important. Without those ones, you are not going to be able to apply for the DV 2023. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to walk you through that form, and you will see how easy it is, and you will do it for yourself, and you will not let anybody lie to you or con you so that you can pay them because it's they want to tell you that it is so hard. No, it is not so hard as long as you have the right photo. And I need you to watch this video over here. It has the requirements for the photo so that you are making sure that you have the right photo. Now, my name is Charity Nganga. This is Charities Baba USA. I welcome you for in this session. I'm going to walk you through how to do the DV lottery application form. Now, you have your passport. Another person doesn't have a passport. What can you use if you do not have a passport? I am going to share my screen here. I like to show you stuff so that you can know. Temporary passport for Kenya, share there. So you can use a temporary passport, that is to do the application if you do not have one. Let me make it big here, full screen layout. Now, so here, let us sample the passports that are valid. This one, the East African Community Passport, that one is good to go. This one for the Republic of Kenya, if that's what you're having, you can use it until December. They have an extension up to December because of COVID. And you remember, you'll have to apply for a new one because this one, after that deadline, it is going to be worthless. Now, if you really do not have a passport and you really want to apply, or maybe you're married and now you want your spouse to apply because couples can submit 2 entries so long as they include each other and their children, go get a temporary permit. Go get a temporary permit. This is a temporary permit. And this one is like $10 or $15, and it doesn't take long to come out. And then if you're using a temporary permit, do not write this TP. Start with this letter over here, and then you can use it. Why am I saying that you can use a temporary permit? Because something that is temporary. Normally, what happens, even here in the US, when we go to get our ID, like a regular ID, when you have applied for it, they give you a temporary one. And that temporary one, you can drive with it, you can do anything, but it is not a permanent one. So after some time, you are going to go and get the other, like the real ID. Now, the temporary permit is not going to last for a long time, maybe 6 months or 1 year. So after you have used that temporary permit, it is just a piece of paper. After you have used it, then you will, after you win your green card, then you will go and apply for a real passport, the East African Community Passport. This one, this is what that is being used currently. So I hope that we are clear on that part. Now, let me go back here and I stop the screen. Now, I am going to take you to the website whereby we are doing the application. I know that some of you have applied, but I know that there are some of you who are still waiting for me to do this live so that they can do your application. So once again, Charities Baba USA, your #1 channel, where I am going to walk you through how to do the DV lottery application. So welcome. Now, where do we go? We will go to DV program. Let me pull up the screen for you so that I read it for you. Chrome tab, dvprogram.gov, you share, and then I'm going to come here and I'm going to make it big. Yeah, I'm going to make it big for you guys so that you can see. Now, you'll not be able to see my face, but you will hear my voice. So let us do this. dvprogram.gov. Now, if you are not, sometimes you might enter this and it doesn't bring for you. Type www.dvprogram.gov and it will still bring you to this website. So https /dvprogram.state.gov. Now, you click on there, electronic diversity visa program, you will see a page that looks like this. Now, US Department of State, Bureau of Consular Affairs. Now, this is the first page. Now, you will come down here, scroll down here and click on this one, begin entry. Now, when you go to begin your entry, you will find some strange numbers there. These numbers are just to make sure that you are authentic. So I'm going to enter those ones, 8, 6, N, 9, V, 8, D, N. And then after you do that, you are going to submit. And then it's going to open the first page. This first page is for the primary applicant, the entrant information. Now, the primary applicant, and I am going to use a passport here so that I can show you like clearly how it is. So I'm going to use my old passport here. Now, what is written on your passport is your name. It's your name. So I will write my name here. I'm going to type my name here. I want to be careful here when I'm typing. So Nganga is my last family name. Charity. My first name, Nyokabi. My given name or my middle name. Now, that's how you write it. If you do not have your middle name, you write no middle name. You leave this place blank. If you do not have a first name, you will click no first name, leave this place blank, but you must have a family name. So that's how you do the part 1. Now, number 2, male or female? Female. I will click there. Which is your birth date? I'm just gonna guess the date here. I'm not gonna tell you guys my date of birth. So maybe February, the month 02, the day 16, the year 2000. That will be your birth date. Then where were you born? The city that you were born. This one says that I was born in Kiambu. Right there. If you do not know where you are born, you say that you don't know. You click there. Then number 5, country where you are born. This one is here. So you click the drop down, go down, 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 down like that until you go to Kenya. There, you click on it. Now, country of eligibility. Now, when I clicked on Kenya, automatically it brought here a blue one. I didn't have to click this one because Kenya is eligible. So that is what you do depending on the country that you are applying for. And remember, we said that Nigeria is not there. So if you are not from any country that is eligible, then you will click here. But you find that because my country is eligible here, when I click here, nothing is going to happen. Okay. Then you go to number 7, passport. Passport, remember that my first name here. What I will do, I will just copy it. Copy. And then I will come here down. I will paste. There, Nganga. And then I will go to my first name, Charity. I will copy. And then when I come here, I am going to paste. Then Nyokabi, I'll copy. And then I am going to paste. That's very easy. You can either copy and paste or you can write. It depends on whatever you want to do. That's upon you. Now I am going to come here and I am going to enter the passport number. The passport number, when you look at your passport, it shows your passport number. So this one is going to be A2116867. Okay, that's the passport number. And then I will look at the expiry date. Let me see when it was expiring, this one. So the month, September is 09. The day, 15. The year, 2022. Why have I entered that year? Because I do not want you to put an expired passport there. I want you to put a current passport. Okay? Then, who gave you that passport? The country or authority of issuance. You'll come here, you click here, you go all the way to K because you are from Kenya. or any other country that you are from. Here we are helping everybody, but since I am using a Kenyan passport, then I am just gonna click here Kenya. So GHIJK Kenya there. You have to be very careful when you are clicking the country. You have to be very, very careful. Then passport exemption is those people who do not have a passport. You can only not have a passport if you're stateless, if you are born on a plane, or you are born on a plane, or you are born on a, what do we call it, the ship. You are not born in land. So you don't have any state, or you don't have any nationality. Now those people are very rare. Now if you are a nationalist of a communist controlled country, if your country is having war, then you can write there, but you cannot lie. You have to have proof. The other one is if you have gotten a waiver from the Secretary of State, then you can apply there and do that. Now, after that, we are going to go to the photograph. The photograph, if you watch this video that I will attach here, then you will know the requirements of the photograph, because I have talked about that photograph several times. So I need you to watch this video if you have not done your passport, your passport or your photograph. Now remember, every member of the family must have that entrant photograph. Very, very important. If you have a family, you yourself as the primary applicant, you will have one, your wife will have one, and your kids are going to have one. Now here, so of course you have uploaded your photo in your computer. So you will just come here and say choose new photo. So you will choose. Now here I am going to enter a wrong photo, and I will enter a wrong photo with a reason, because I am not applying for a DB lottery. What I am doing is I am just showing you the guidelines, and I do not want to win, because if I won, then I would be taking from someone else who would have won. So I'm going to just choose a random picture here from my computer. So I'm going to click here, capture, and then when I click open, it is going to bring a photo there. Okay, see, but that is a wrong photo. I put a wrong photo deliberately. So you must have saved your photo in your computer. From there, then you will go to question number 1, your mailing address. Now, this is where everyone is having a problem. I do not want you guys to sweat or to worry so much about this one. Now, your mailing address. If you do not have a PO box and you are using for the church, or you are using for your friend, or you are using for a nearby school, because you can use those people if you do not have a mailing box. Maybe you are using for a church or a school. You can say Kayole Catholic Church. That is where that is the owner of that PO box. Then the address, maybe I'm just guessing here, 1456. A PO box. Let me write a PO box, because you guys are used to PO box. PO box 1546. That's not the right one, but I'm just putting in a number there. And then line 2, leave it optional, do not write there. And then the city is Nairobi. And then the district or the province or the state, just write Nairobi. The postal code, here you can say no postal code. Whether you write a postal code or not, it doesn't matter. Here, enter 254. Why am I saying this? Because nobody is going to contact you with a mailing address, but you cannot leave it blank. You have to put something there. You have to put something there. So that is the address you can use for another person. If you have your own PO box, you will not write in care of, because you see it says optional. You will just leave this place blank, and then you will just write your number here, your box number there, and you're good to go. Do not sweat about this number 9 question. Don't sweat about that. Now, if you don't want to write the postal code of the zip code here, it tells you not to do that. The country, of course, here we are still going to go back to Kenya, because we used a passport for Kenya. So there, Kenya, and please make sure that you are checking what you are putting on the country. Okay, you have to check. Now, where are you living today? Remember, we talked about where you are born. Now, where are you living today? You live, maybe you moved from Kenya and you went to live in Qatar. Then you will come here and you will write that you live in Qatar, Q. you will enter that you live in Qatar. If you have not moved out of Kenya or whatever country that you were born, India, or whatever, you will still click on the country that you are on. If you are born in Uganda and you still live in Uganda, you will click on Uganda. If you are born in Zimbabwe and you still live in Zimbabwe, you will click Zimbabwe. If you are born in Zambia and you still live there, you will click there. But if you are born in Zambia, but you moved out and went to live in United Kingdom, then you are going to click United Kingdom. So where are you currently? Because we say that you can fill out the green card where anywhere in the world, but you have to state where are you living at that time that you're doing your application. Where are you at? So here, because I am here in the US, I am going to click here that it is United States of America, because even people in the US, they can fill out the green card, especially if they do not have the right documentation. Number 11 is your phone number. This is optional. You can decide whether to put it on or not. So I am just going to leave it blank. If you want to put your phone number there, it is okay. If you don't want to do it, it's okay. Now, the email address. Now, the email address, I'm going to guess here an email address. Maybe I'll say, let me just use my name. Charity. We're just going to put here, and don't email me on that one because this one is not a right one. Charity R at gmail.com. Now, this is your email address. Please, and you confirm it. It tells you to confirm. See what I've done? I've copied it and I want to paste it here, but it won't let me. It's not going to let me. Why is it not letting me? Because it wants me to enter these numbers as the way they are. So I am going to type them again. Charity R at gmail.com. See, you have to enter the right one. And if you did not enter the right one, then it is going to let you know. Now, let us read this note. This email address will be used to provide you with additional information if you are selected. They have told you that. So they're not going to use the mailing box. They will use the email address. So use yours. Do not use for your wife or your husband or your friend. Use your personal email address. If you do not have an email address, kindly go open an email address because you need yours. Now, what is the greatest level of education you have achieved when you are doing the application? If you are in primary school, you will click primary school. If you are in high school, maybe you are in Form 4, but you haven't done your test, then you will say high school, no degree. If you went to high school and you dropped out, maybe in Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, you will say high school, no degree. If you graduated from high school, you went to high school and you have your KCSE certificate, then or whatever certificate that your country gives after people have graduated when they have gone to school for 12 years, that is the primary level and the secondary level, then you will say that you have a high school degree. Now, vocational school, maybe you went to primary school, or maybe you, of course, maybe you even went to high school and then you went to hairdressing, you went to mechanic, you went to interior design, you went to beauty. That is a vocational school. You went to a tailoring. All those schools, if you had gone to one, you select there that you went for a vocational school. Now, if you went to the university and you just did some courses, you did not actually graduate, get the graduation, put on that beautiful gown, and you got your graduation, then you write some university courses. If you went and you graduated and you have your graduation letter, then you will write that you have a university degree. If you have if you have a university degree and you had gone on to do some graduate level courses, but you did not finish, then you will write some graduate level courses. If you have a master's degree, then you will write that you have a master's degree. After master's, you go to a doctorate. Now, maybe you are just done with your master's and you're going on. You have not done everything, but you're still pursuing your doctorate degree. You will say some doctorate level courses. If you have graduated and you have a doctorate, then you will write that you have a doctorate degree. Now, I need you to be very careful over here. It doesn't matter the school, how educated you are. This one is not going to help you to win the green card. Now, please enter the level of education where you are at, because after you have won your green card, you will have to prove that education. Right now, you do not need to prove anything, but after you have won your green card, you will prove. You are going to prove the level of education, and if you do not have the level of education, then on the other hand, you will prove your work experience. Now, there's one thing that I want you guys to get. If you have a high school degrees, you do not need work experience. You only need work experience if you are from primary level or you are from high school level with no degree. So I need you to get that very, very well. Now, question number 14. What is your current marital status? Are you unmarried? If you have never gotten married, then you will click there. Then, are you married and your spouse is not a US citizen or a US lawful permanent resident? If both of you live in Kenya and none of you live here in the US as a citizen or a lawful permanent resident, then you will click married and my spouse is not. Now, for those people who are in Kenya and their spouses are here in the US, if your wife is here in the US or your husband is here in the US, it is a high time that you called them and asked them, what is your status in the US, so that you can know what to write. Because you might not know what is the status of that person, and you want to be able to write the correct thing. Okay? So if you have someone here in the US, ask them. But basically, if you live out there, none of you has ever come to the US, click enter number 2. Now, if maybe, for example, you have a spouse who is a US citizen or they are lawful permanent resident. A lawful permanent resident is someone who won a green card and they processed their visa and they came to live here. They are called lawful permanent residents. Now, you will enter that part. If you are divorced and you have a divorce papers, you will enter that you are divorced. If you are widowed, you will enter that you are widowed. If you are legally separated, you will enter that you are legally separated. Now, legal separation, what does that mean? It means that you went to court and you were separated by the court. Okay? Now, if you are having a wife and maybe the wife ran away and you are not talking to each other, and that is your wife, please make sure that you are including that wife or husband in that whatever, in that thing. If you are married, traditionally, and you do not have a marriage certificate, please enter married, because after you have won your green card, you can always go and get the marriage certificate. That one, you can do that and you'll be okay. Now, after that, it is gonna click on here. So I will say married. Let me assume that I live in Kenya, married, and my spouse is not a US citizen. Then it is gonna prompt me to enter the information, but this one will be after I go to the next page. Now you are done that. Now, then you will go to the number of children. How many kids do you have? Let's assume now, like me, I have 4. I will click there, 4, and then you will continue. So after you have entered the information of your children on the next page, and you submit, another page is gonna open that looks like, let me share here. Share screen, share a window. I hope it brings out. And then window, confirmation page, share. Now, I chose this one because I do not want to do the submission, and because I am not applying. My work here was just to show you the process, and I do not want to apply because I don't need to. But after you have submitted, when you have entered the information of your spouse on the second page and the information of your kids, when you submit, you are going to find something like this. At the page that you will get, will have success. That means that your application has gone. Now, when you look at that page here, this one is cancelled. It's going to have the entrant name, that is your name, your confirmation number. It is going to have your year of birth and your digital signature. Now, keep this page. Keep this page. After you keep this page, when it comes to May of next year, now this page is going to help you, because this is the confirmation number is what you are going to use to know whether you have won the green card or not. So very, very, very important, my friends. You have to be able to do the application correctly. You have to be able to do it correctly. So please double check yourself triple check yourself and make sure that it is correct. So it is easy peasy, very easy. You can do it for yourself. So do not let anyone lie to you that they are going to charge you, or let them keep your confirmation number. If you follow those guidelines, you'll be good to go. So until next time, thank you for staying with me and thank you for listening. I will talk to you about another topic about the DV 2023. So stay safe and God bless you.